Hello everybody, my name is Banala Manaisa and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, I make motherhood and lifestyle content. Welcome! And yeah guys, the regular people, I am back and I am pregnant. You should know by now by either my announcement or the title that I am pregnant with baby number 2. And yeah, I announced yesterday that I am expecting my second baby. We are expecting our second baby, which is insane because I feel like I just had a baby. I mean, she's barely 2. So yes, I'm going to be a 2 under 2 mama, which is exciting for the kids, wild for me. But anyway, it is what it is. We are so blessed. We are growing our family, and I figured let me announce, get it over and done with, because I'm literally about to pop any day now. So crazy. I want to say I kept it a secret, but I didn't keep it a secret. I don't know, I wasn't intentionally trying to keep it a secret, but then I enjoyed it being private, so like I kept it private. But if you saw me like in Pick and Pay, Woolies, Santa, wherever, like I wasn't like, ooh, you know, it was there. But anyway, I decided to do a quick Q&A because I've basically been pregnant. I have actually been pregnant the entire year. I am 9 months pregnant, so I've been pregnant the entire year. And I figured I'd do a quick Q&A to kind of catch you guys up on like the whole pregnancy. You will get to see it unfold on social media, on Instagram, and I'll be sharing here. So yeah, stick around until the end. I do have a special announcement, which is super exciting for me, for Mama and Co, and for my mommies out there. But yeah, stick through till the end. I'm gonna answer a few questions. I think 15 questions that I got asked yesterday. Pretty much the same questions. Some of them I just merged and kind of made one, and some of them I'll answer as one question. But yeah, guys, I'm pregnant again. We're having another baby. How exciting! I am excited. I won't lie. I love being a mom. But yeah, also guys, I don't know how you didn't know, like I was very like casual. I would refer to, you know what, we'll get there. Question number 1, the most common asked question, which I knew I would get. Also, if you think I haven't ironed my shirt, I really have ironed my shirt. It's just, yeah, it's the material, but I'm okay with it. Like, I'm in loungewear, I'm lounging around, and you guys are family. So before I actually get into the first question, don't forget to like, comment, share, but most importantly, don't forget to subscribe. I am back on YouTube. I had to take a quick hiatus because I just was so tired and so much has been happening, but let's get into it. Please subscribe. Let's see if we can still reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm crossing my fingers. I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic. I think we can do it. But yeah, let's get into a pregnancy Q&A to kind of just catch you guys up on what's been happening with this whole year pregnancy. First question, which is the most common asked question in many ways, is, was baby number 2 planned? Come on, you guys know this by now. No. No. Baby number 2 was not at all planned. In fact, baby number 1 was probably more likely to happen than baby number 2. Baby number 2, I had contraceptive. I was trying to prevent, like, I was not doing the nasty on like dangerous day. This was not planned. Baby number 2 was definitely not planned. It was a shock to the system, and honestly, I'm still trying to get through it. Yeah, baby number 2 was not planned. I didn't see this coming. Nobody saw this coming. Only God. Question number 2, how did I find out, and did I have any symptoms that made me test? How did I find out I peed on a stick? I always say this, it's pretty simple. Like, you pee on a stick and it's gonna tell you whether you're pregnant or not. But yeah, literally I just peed on a stick and that's how I found out. Yeah, I peed on a stick. And that's how I found out. Like, there's not more to it. It was in the morning, and okay, I have a video finding out I'm pregnant, which I don't know if I should put in here because my reaction was wild and I dropped a couple of F-bombs, but yeah, I did take a video. Not that because I was suspecting, but because every time I pee on a stick, I take a video, just in case. But this time I was so convinced that I'm not pregnant. Well, actually, I didn't think I was pregnant at all. So to answer, did I have symptoms? No, I had 0 symptoms. Well, in hindsight, I did. It was the fatigue and the feeling nauseous. But I was just like, this is ovulation and cramps. I was like, this is ovulation. Like, I'm fine, you know? I genuinely did not for the life of me think I would be pregnant. I didn't. In fact, I have so much footage that I've just been like collecting before finding out that I'm pregnant that says I'm pregnant. Like, it's literally red flags waving that say, girl, you're pregnant. But I was just like, not this one. No. Question number 3, when did I find out? I found out I was pregnant in January. I found out 3 days before my daughter turned 1. My daughter's birthday is on the 1st of February. 3 days before that, I found out I was pregnant. Yeah, it was a lot. Like, it was a lot. I was like, what in the world? My child is not even 1 yet, and I'm pregnant. Yeah, so I found out pretty early that I'm gonna have another baby. How did I feel when I found out? Question number 4. I was shocked. And I was very mad. Like, I was very mad. So I went through quite a lot of emotions because it's not what I wanted. I love you. Because it's not what I wanted, I was very shocked. I don't disbelieve. So shock, denial, anger, resentment, like the feelings were not positive, because I think in the video I even say something like, my career just started, or something like that. My career just started again. And I just like started to learn myself. Yeah, my reaction wasn't positive. And then I was also mad at Komoto. Yeah, I felt a little resentment towards him too. So, but I didn't tell him for like the longest time. But I was angry at him in that time of not telling him. But yeah, my reaction was not the greatest, and how I felt was not positive for a while. Question number 5, who was the first person I told? I'm trying to think. The first person I told, I think it was Lisa. I'm almost pretty certain it was Lisa. I think Lisa was the first person I told, and then I told Nonto at the office, and then I told Marissa. Or I told Marissa in the car when I got to the office, and then I told Nonto. But I told a whole bunch of, basically my friends. But I think Lisa was the first person I told, like immediately after. Yeah, it was Lisa. Immediately after I tested and came out positive and everything, she was the first person I told, Lisa. Wild. How did Komoto react or feel? To To be honest, I am not going to share his reaction. I didn't take a video, but I'm not gonna openly talk about it because yeah, it's it was not good. But yeah, let's just leave it at that. He was just as shocked as I was. Yeah, but it was not positive. Like, I didn't get a positive response. Not like Gabo. Like with Gabo, I think the response was so much better. But no, I didn't get a positive response. Yeah. How did my parents react or feel about second baby? I told my parents very late, later than I did with Gabo, which in hindsight I regret not telling my dad a lot sooner, because yeah, I think a lot of the negative feelings and the anxiety had to do with my dad not knowing. So I wish I had told him earlier. My mom, neither here nor there, because my mom's reactions are always the same. Like, I just feel like she reacts to big news the same. But I told my parents I was pregnant when I was about, well, I actually told my dad first before my mom. I think I told my dad when I was about 4.5. I was 4.5 months, I think. And then I told my mom when I was like 5 months. 5.5. I can't remember. But my dad's reaction was literally, oh, again. And then he was like, oh, God was at the right age, positive. Like, guys, I don't even need to, my dad's reaction was very, very positive to a baby being a blessing. He made me feel a whole lot better. And, from the next day, he was all like, are you taking your vitamins? Are you vomiting again? Like, he was very dad and just grandpa. So he was really great. So I do wish I had told him earlier, because it would have eased that anxiety. I thought like I was going to get kicked out. And no, he was really great and supportive, and he just loves his grandkids, and he's excited to be a grandpa again. And yeah, he just reassured me that there's never, I think his reaction was the best always, because he said something to me, and I think he said it to me in Komoto when he sat us down. He said, there's never a right time to have a baby, so it doesn't really matter what you think, like financially, married, not married, living here, or yes, there are ways that you should do things, but there's never really a right time, because at the end of the day, people who planned to have kids in 2020 probably thought that was the best time for them to have kids, and then 3 months later there was a pandemic. So he put in perspective for me that they not to shy away from the fact that babies are a blessing, and that's just what he kept reminding me in that conversation, is that babies are a blessing. He then called a meeting for both Komota and I, so we can just kind of like tell him our plan, but also to kind of just give us that you have my full support as grandpa, and we're giving Gabo a sibling, which is also very exciting, and he made me feel like I can do this, and that he has my support. No judgment here. Like, he kept saying, no judgment here. There have been worse situations that people have worse. Like, he just made me feel really okay. And like I have support, which my dad always does. Then but I didn't expect that this time, which is so weird. I don't know why, especially because I know my dad, but he was incredible, and he's been incredible ever since. And then my mom, I don't know. My mom, I don't know. My mom was just like, another baby. Okay. she wasn't like the most excited. She wasn't the most excited in terms of, oh my gosh, this child is pregnant again. But she's a grandma and she's my mom. She always supports me anyway. So she hopped on board eventually. I think she was a little hurt that I waited for so long to tell her, which, yeah, that sucks. But yeah, she's my mom. She'll always be on my side regardless. And then, yeah, I'm only going to talk about my parents. But that's how my parents reacted. How was first trimester this time around? So I got this question a lot just in terms of hyperemesis gravidarum, because I mentioned with Gabo's pregnancy that I had it. And let me tell you something, I hate pregnancy. First trimester sucked for me. It was honestly so brutal up until quite far into second trimester. It feels like it was kind of the same as with Gabo, just that I didn't go into get admitted into hospital this time around. But I think I didn't get admitted into hospital this time around because I kind of knew what to do and how to manage it. It was a mental thing, so I knew that it will stop eventually. It was a mental thing this time around. But yeah, guys, it was the same for me. So don't listen to people when they say pregnancies are all what? Pregnancies are, fridge is making water. Don't listen to people when they tell you pregnancies aren't all the same. No, like some are genuinely the same and some are worse. Feel like, yeah, no, I don't know. It was brutal. I was vomiting everything you could possibly think of. I lost quite a lot of weight again. I was nauseous again. I wasn't eating again. It was just crappy, man. Like, first trimester sucked. I actually do think I had HG again. It just wasn't as intense because, again, I had the mental, like this is a mental game. But yeah, it sucked. And don't let them tell you if it's a boy or if it's a girl, it's gonna be don't do that. Question number 9, first pregnancy versus my second pregnancy. Am I enjoying it more? Is it a little bit better? Like, is it easier? A lot of those questions. No, it's a lot harder. My second pregnancy is definitely a lot harder because I know what's happening, because I know what's going to happen next, and most of all, I have a toddler. So I'm actually going to do a different video on this. I just wanted to touch on it a bit, my first pregnancy versus my second pregnancy. But essentially, second pregnancy is a lot harder for me because I think the biggest reason is because I have a toddler, and like in my first pregnancy, I could sleep when I was tired and not have to play. Second pregnancy, I can't do that. And when I'm vomiting my guts out, I have to literally close my child outside and like hear her screaming at the door so I can throw up for like a good 10 minutes, which is sad. Like now that I'm bigger, I have to picking her up and it hurts, but she doesn't understand. Like it's a lot. So second pregnancy has definitely been harder. And you guys also need to remember, I was just pregnant last year. Like I gave birth last year, so my body hasn't fully healed. So I think that also has a lot to do with it. So things are still sore. Like my uterus is more sore, my back is sore. I'm not healed completely, and I can feel that. So it is, my second pregnancy is a lot harder just in terms of being able to do things. But I also did, as much as I didn't work out until the very end, like my first pregnancy, I did higher intensity workouts. Yeah, so it's here and then, but I definitely think my first pregnancy, I was blind, I didn't know what was happening, so I was welcoming everything. That was a lot easier. Second pregnancy, no, not that great. Question number 10, what do I enjoy about being pregnant? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I enjoy about being pregnant. I think maybe just the anticipation of bringing life onto earth and, you know, growing my family. And yeah, I think it's more of the mental and the emotional part of it, but not so much like the physical thing, because the kicks are cute in the beginning, but at some point it gets annoying. I vomit my guts out in first trimester. I complain about my back in last trimester. Heartburn is killing me right now. So I don't enjoy the pregnancy process, but definitely the idea of growing life, bringing life into this earth, growing my family, and just being blessed with another little soul. What do I enjoy about this pregnancy specifically is the fact that my daughter is going to have a little sibling, and she speaks to her little sibling and she'll be like, hi baby, and kiss my tummy, huggy baby. So that's been enjoyable about this pregnancy. But other than that, nothing. I'm not really a pregnancy girl. No. Question 11. Do I know the gender and will I do a gender reveal? I do know the gender of the baby. We all do now, like all my friends and family all know now. I kept the gender a secret from most of my friends and family up until the baby shower. And then I did a gender reveal. So look for my baby shower video and then you'll see the gender reveal dropping. So that will be on Instagram. It'll be a reel. Should be coming out soon, one of these days as I roll out my content, but that I do know the gender of the baby. Yeah, we know the gender. Comment below what you think the gender is, and yeah, comment below what you think the gender is. Question number 12. Did my pregnancy being a secret make it hard to do paid partnership and go to events? No, it didn't at all, because my pregnancy wasn't a secret. I was telling brands like, hey, I'm having another baby, or like there's literally only one event that I couldn't go to, and that was a Stellantis event because it was at the Kyalami Grand Prix, and it just was going to be too packed and too full, and I was heavily pregnant. It was now in August, so it just wouldn't have been safe, and I wasn't going to be able to ride the cars anyway. So that's the only reason. I wasn't going to be able to like be driven race cars, and that's it. But all the other ones I went, I showed off my belly, I wore the tightest things, like I genuinely wasn't hiding my pregnancy, especially with brands. I was very open. I have content planned and shot for the next couple of months. So no, I didn't hide my pregnancy. Yeah, it wasn't a secret, it was just private. I don't know. Yeah, there's a difference. Like it wasn't a secret, it was just private, which was the best decision I made, and I'll get into that in a different video, but it was just private. How excited am I? Question 13. I am very excited for my daughter to have a sibling, because that is going to be beautiful. I never really got that, not growing up together at least. So I'm very excited for Gabo to have a sibling. For us as parents, we are very excited, and I am very excited. You guys know I love being a mom. I am. I'm just also very scared, which is something that I will speak about in a different video that I have planned. Oh my gosh, you see, there's content coming. But I am excited. Like, I'm not going to take away from the fact that I am excited, but that excitement comes with a lot of anxiety and fear. And there was a little bit of depression for quite a while. And that's just because of Gabo, you know, like she's still my baby. She's so small, and shucks man, I didn't get enough time with her, you know, but I am excited. Question 14, how did I manage to keep the same weight while being pregnant? I didn't keep the same weight. I have gained quite a bit. I just don't know what I'm sitting on now. I think I'm probably heavier than I was when I gave birth to Gabo. So the heaviest I've ever been in my entire life was when I fell pregnant with Gabo the day I gave birth. I think I was about 74.5. So I'm going to say 75 kgs. I gained a good 11, 13 kgs, which I've never weighed that before. Before that, the heaviest I had weighed was 69. Yeah, and then I fell pregnant again, and yeah, I was 69 like months ago. So I don't know how much I weigh now. I'll find out when we go in and have baby, but probably very heavy. The thing is, my face doesn't change much with my pregnancies, is something I've noticed. I just have a very tiny upper body, like, so my collarbones will still show as much as possible. I have tiny like arms, so I don't really gain much weight in that sense. But my thighs have blown up. My ass is huge. Like, I'm massive. My belly is the size of like this entire couch. I am big. I am bigger than my actual weight. My hips are as wide as the Nile River. Like, it's insane. But yeah, so I have put on weight. But another thing we need to remember is that I work out like a beast. Like, I actually go to the gym 3 times a week. And I worked up until I was 7.5 months pregnant this time around, which is just like, I'm 9 months now, which is like a month and a half ago. So it's only literally been a month and a half of not working out, which biggest mistake. But also I don't want baby to come early because I'm just sore. I'm not fully healed. But yeah, I work out at Knockout with Richard. The only thing he modifies is that I don't do abs, and that, but the intensity is still the same. So I'm not gonna gain like a crazy amount of weight. I'm not lazy. To put it like brutally, I'm not lazy. I work my ass off. But I also worked out really hard before having kids, just in general, for a good 2 years, and got into the best shape of my life. So I'm really reaping the benefits, I feel. And then the last question, 15. This is marriage, moving in, and blah. I knew you trolls would come for me and be like, are you getting married? So to be specific, the questions are, am I getting married? Did I get married? Am I moving in with my baby daddy? And is there a vow coming? To answer your question is, no, I'm not married. Yes, one day I will get married. Yes, one day a vow will come. And yes, one day I'll move in with my baby daddy. I asked for pregnancy related questions, and people just want to drag me for filth. Especially the Christian community, because I got a lot of those, I'm getting that marriage out of wedlock. Guys, when I get married, I will tell you. The same way when I get pregnant, I tell you. I will tell you. I don't know how else to put this, but I will let you know. You're my community. I don't know if you guys mean well. I don't know if you're being shady. Like, I don't know what the motive is behind the whole marriage questions, baby daddy questions. I don't get it. I don't know. I ask him, should I have him on this couch? And you want to ask him when we're getting married? No, just allow people to tell you things when they're ready. Can you believe you guys got bamboozled the whole year? I've been sitting in front of this camera the whole year, and you guys did not know I was pregnant. Now we're in month number 9, and I'm telling you I'm pregnant. In due time, guys. In due time. Please be patient. But in terms of the marriage thing, to all the people that I replied to, like, via DM, yeah, you know who you are. I gave you a little bit of sass, and I'm fine with it, because it's like you're missing the whole point. Like, you're dampening, like, you just don't know what's going on in someone's life. What if I cry myself to sleep every single night because I'm not married or because I want to be married. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't go around asking you guys, when are you having a baby? You know, you just don't do things like that. Why? Because it's insensitive and it's none of your damn business. Anyway, there's a question that was about paid partnerships and going to events and stuff like that. I am actually proud to announce that though I kept my pregnancy private online, I was actually working and grinding behind the scenes. And with this being my Q&A for pregnancy and officially like bringing out that, hey, I'm pregnant, I wanted to let you guys know that I am actually an ambassador for Tommy Tippy. I'm the Tommy Tippy ambassador for the next year, and I'm so excited that I actually get this opportunity. For those of you that have been following me since the beginning, you know that I've only used Tommy Tippy bottles. I've only used Tommy Tippy dummies. You would have seen my daughters. You'll see her. You know. I am a huge Tommy Tippy fan and was so excited to be partnering with Tommy Tippy for the next year, and I'm excited to create content for you guys. Yeah, like if you know about my breastfeeding journey, you know that my breast pump was Tommy Tippy. Guys, I'm very excited. This is such a big deal for an influencer, so I'm very, very, very excited about this, and I'm hoping that you guys are going to hop on the journey with me. And you know what this means? This means that I get to plug you guys on all the great Tommy Tippy conversations, the great Tommy Tippy products, some discount codes, and I'll be honest, I'll share things that work for me, I'll share things that won't work for me. It's not just about you know, the alignment and the partnership with Tommy Tippy. It's actually about working with a brand that actually relates to our family, and I'm so excited, and I hope you guys are excited. And stay tuned for a video that basically just says, yo guys, I'm a Tommy Tippy brand ambassador and this is what it means. I will do a separate video on that, but I did just want to throw a shout out there since we are on the topic of pregnancy, and I have finally announced. I've been so excited to announce this for months now, but yeah, other than that, guys, I hope I will see you in my next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick Q&A. I hope you're excited to see me be a mom of 2 under 2. I hope it makes sense as to why I've been disappearing and coming back and disappearing and coming back. I try to be as consistent as possible. It's just so hard juggling pregnancy, toddler mom, work, like, crazy stuff. So this was actually quite fun. Yeah, stay tuned to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.